time for some wonder. We are up to page 180, sorry. Ooh, 180, more than halfway through. This chapter's called August's House. It was already the middle of January, and we still hadn't even chosen what science fair project we were going to work on. I guess I kept putting it off because I just didn't want to do it. Finally, August was like, dude, we have to do this. So we went to his house after school. I was really nervous because I didn't know if August had ever told his parents about what we now called the Halloween incident. Turns out the dad wasn't even home and the mum was out running errands. I'm pretty sure from the 2 seconds I'd spent talking to her that Augie had never mentioned a thing about it. She was super cool and friendly towards me. When I first walked into Augie's bedroom, I was like, whoa, Augie, you have got a serious Star Wars addiction. He had ledges full of Star Wars miniatures and a huge The Empire Strikes Back poster on his wall. I know, right? He laughed. He sat down on a rolling chair next to his desk, and I plopped down on the beanbag chair in the corner. That's when his dog waddled into the room right up to me. He was on your holiday card, I said, letting the dog sniff my hand. She, he corrected me, Daisy. You can pet her, she doesn't bite. When I started petting her, she basically just rolled over onto her back. She wants you to rub her tummy, said August. Okay, this is the cutest dog I've ever seen, he said, rubbing her stomach. I know, right? She's the best dog in the world, aren't you, girlie? As soon as she heard August's voice say that, the dog started wagging her tail and went over to him. Who's my little girlie? Who's my little girlie? Augie was saying as she licked him all over the face. I wish I had a dog, I said. My parents think our apartment's too small. I started looking around at the stuff in his room while he turned on the computer. Hey, you've got an Xbox 360. Can we play? Dude, we've got to work on the science fair project. Do you have Halo? Of course I have Halo. Please, can we play? He had logged onto the Beecher website and was now scrolling down Miss Rubin's teacher page through the list of science fair projects. Can you see from there? He said. I sighed and went to sit on a little stool that was right next to him. Cool iMac, I said. What kind of computer do you have? Dude, I don't even have my own room, much less my own computer. My parents have this ancient Dell that's practically dead. Okay, how about this one? He said, turning the screen in my direction so I would look. I made a quick scan of the screen and my eyes literally started blurring. Making a sun clock, he said. That sounds kind of cool. I leaned back. Can't we just make a volcano? Everyone makes volcanoes. Duh, because it's easy, I said, petting Daisy again. What about how to make crystal spikes out of Epsom salt? Sounds boring, I answered. Why'd you call her Daisy? He didn't look up from the screen. My sister named her. I wanted to call her Darth. Actually, technically speaking, her full name is Darth Daisy, but we never really called her that. Darth Daisy? That's funny. Hi, Darth Daisy, I said to the dog, who rolled onto her back again for me to rub her tummy. Okay, this one is the one, said August, pointing to a picture on the screen of a bunch of potatoes with wires poking out of them. How to build an organic battery made of potatoes. Now that's cool. It says here you could power a lamp with it. We could call it Spud Lamp or something. What do you think? Dude, that sounds way too hard. You know I suck at science. Shut up, you do not. Yeah, I do. I got 54 on my last test. I suck at science. No, you don't. And that's only because we were still fighting and I wasn't helping you. I can help now. This is a good project, Jack. We've got to do it. Fine, whatever, I shrugged. Just then there was a knock at the door. A teenage girl with long, wavy, dark hair poked her head inside the door. She wasn't expecting to see me. Oh, hi, she said to both of us. Hey, Via, said August, looking back at the computer screen. Via, this is Jack. Jack, that's Via. Hey, I said, nodding hello. Hey, she said, looking at me carefully. I knew the second Augie said my name that he had told her about the stuff I had said about him. I could tell from the way she looked at me. In fact, the way she looked at me made me think she remembered me all those years ago from that day on Carvel on Amsfort Avenue. Augie, I have a friend I want you to meet, okay? She said. He's coming over in a few minutes. Is he your new boyfriend? August teased. Via kicks the bottom of his chair. Just be nice, she said, and left the room. Dude, your sister's pretty hot, I said. I know. She hates me, right? You told her about the Halloween incident. Yeah, she hates me, or yeah, you told her about the Halloween thing. Both. Next chapter, the boyfriend. 2 minutes later, the sister came back with this guy named Justin. He seemed like a cool enough dude. Longish hair, little round glasses. He was carrying a big, long, shiny silver case that ended in a sharp point on one end. Justin, this is my little brother, August, said Via, and that's Jack. Hey, guys, said Justin, shaking our hands. He seemed a little nervous. I guess maybe it was because he was meeting August for the first time. Sometimes I forget what a shock it is the first time you meet him. Cool room. Are you Via's boyfriend? August asked mischievously, and his sister pulled his cap down over his face. What's in your case? I said. A machine gun? Answered the boyfriend. That's funny. No, it's a fiddle. Justin's a fiddler, said Via. He's in a Zydeco band. What the heck is a Zydeco band? Said Augie, looking at me. It's a type of music, said Justin, like Creole music. What's Creole? I said. You should tell people that that's a machine gun, said Augie. Nobody would ever mess with you. I guess you're right, Justin said, nodding and tucking his hair behind his ears. Creole's the type of music they play in Louisiana, he said to me. Are you from Louisiana? I asked. No, he answered, pushing up his glasses. I'm from Brooklyn. I don't know why this made me want to laugh. Come on, Justin, said Via, pulling him by the hand. Let's go hang out in my room. Okay, see you guys later, bye, he said. Bye. As soon as they left the room, Augie looked at me, smiling. I'm from Brooklyn, he said, and we both started laughing hysterically. Next part is part 5, and it's written from Justin's point of view. And Justin's quote says, sometimes I think my head is so big because it's so full of dreams, which is a quote from The Elephant Man, which is a story about a man who had a very deformed face, to the point he was called the Elephant Man. Olivia's brother. Oh my god, guys, I'm just looking at this. There are no capital letters. Can you see? I'm going to really struggle to read this. The first time I meet Olivia's little brother, I have to admit I'm totally taken by surprise. I shouldn't be, of course. Olivia's told me about his syndrome. He even described what he looks like. But she's also talked about all his surgeries over the years. So I guess I assumed he'd be more normal looking by now. Like when a kid is born with a cleft lip and has plastic surgery to fix it, sometimes you can't even tell. Except there's a little scar just above the lip. I guess I thought a brother would have some scars here and there, but not this. I definitely wasn't expecting to see this little kid in a baseball cap who's sitting in front of me right now. Actually, there are 2 kids sitting in front of me. One is a totally normal looking kid with curly blonde hair named Jack, and the other is Augie. I like to think I'm able to hide my surprise. I hope I do. Surprise is one of those emotions that can be hard to fake though, whether you're trying to look surprised when you're whether you're trying to look surprised when you're not, or trying not to look surprised when you are. I shake his hand. I shake the other kid's hand. I don't want to focus on his face. Cool room, I say. Are you Via's boyfriend? He says. Oh my god, there's no speech marks either. So hard to read when punctuation is missing, so you don't know when someone's talking. Are you Via's boyfriend? He says. I think he's smiling. Olivia pushes down his baseball cap. Is that a machine gun? The blonde boy asks, like I haven't heard that one before. And we talk about Zydeco for a bit. And then Via's taking my hand and leading me out of the room. As soon as we close the door behind us, we hear them laughing. I'm from Brooklyn, one of them sings. Olivia rolls her eyes as she smiles. Let's go hang out in my room, she says. We've been dating for 2 months now. I knew from the moment I saw her, the minute she sat down at our table in the cafeteria, that I liked her. I couldn't keep my eyes off her. Really beautiful, with olive skin and the most bluest eyes I've ever seen in my life. At first, she acted like she only wanted to be friends, and I think she kind of gives off that vibe without even meaning to. Stay back, don't even bother. She doesn't chat like other girls do. She looks you right in the eye when she talks to you, like she's daring you. So I just kept looking right back at her, like I was daring her right back. And then I asked her out, and she said yeah, which totally rocked. She's an awesome girl, and I love hanging out with her. She didn't tell me about August until our third date. I think she used the phrase a craniofacial abnormality to describe his face, or maybe it was craniofacial abnormally. I know the one word she didn't use was deformed, though, because that word would have registered with me. So, what did you think? She asked me nervously the second we're inside her room. Are you shocked? No, I lie. She smiles and looks away. You're shocked. I'm not, I assure her. He's just like what you said he'd be. She nods and plops herself down on the bed. Kind of cute how she still has a lot of stuffed animals on her bed. She takes one of them, a polar bear, without thinking and just puts it in her lap. I sit down on the rolling chair by her desk. Her room is immaculate. When I was little, she says, there were lots of kids who never came back for a second play date. I mean, lots of kids. I even had friends who wouldn't come to my birthdays because he would be there. They never actually told me this, but it would get back to me. Some people just don't know how to deal with Augie, you know? I nod. It's not even like they know they're being mean, she adds. They were just scared. I mean, let's face it, his face is a little scary, right? I guess, I answer. But you're okay with it? She asks me sweetly. You're not too freaked out or scared? I'm not freaked out or scared, I smile. She nods and looks down at the polar bear on her lap. I can't tell whether she believes me or not, but then she gives the polar bear a kiss on the nose and tosses it to me with a little smile. I think that means she believes me, or at least that she wants to. Hard time for Via. Hope you enjoyed. See you tomorrow.